Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we are on the page number 371. Yeah. That is, last day we finished our border to first paragraph. So our border do as you know, as we know, that is what cohesion. So, and also it has a characteristic of flowing. So cohesion, flowing. Both of them are the nature of our border too. So so that is the power of abodha too. Siniha. It is, I think, very similar to the Medda, right? Medda, loving kindness, combine people, people through the loving kindness, people come to be connected. So also abodha to make things together. So here, second paragraph, Kaimbana Batavida do Sesa Dadu Nambadata Hodi, Na Hodi di, that is the question. So whether Batavida do is the basis for the remaining elements. Other element is the other element, the base or basis for the other elements or not. So gain hodi, na hodi gain. So then the answer is yes. It is the basis for the other elements. Pusaidoa hodi, comma, udahu apusaidoa. Okay, pusaidoa having touched or having pusana pasa, the same, having contact, whether it sub padata is sub as a base for the other element, or udahu means or without having touched, without having connected. Then another question, after Abu Sedoa, the question was put in another way. Abodha duwa sesa avandamana pusedoa avandadi udahu apusedoati. Wa means in other way or alternatively abodha du. So as we see that abodha du combine these together or tie these together, make the other things to be together. So in this case, abodhatu. So when abodhatu makes other things, other elements together, whether it tie other element together, having touched, or without having touched. So because potava and abodhatu. Potava is what the touching, okay, touching. So in the case of a potava, there is no abodhatu. But we did your wire only 3. Then the question is that because these 4 elements are right together, mostly they write together. So in that case, when they write together, whether abhidhamma touch other element or not? When abhidhamma tie other things, the other element together. So that is the question here.
Nice, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
So the first question start as the hoti na hoti ti, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah, that is hoti.
Yes, and then the answer is hoti.
Hoti, yeah.
And then the next question is fusito hoti uda hu afusito. That is the next question, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
And then no answer to that question, but there is another question.
There's alternatively. So maybe both of them, in that case, Fusedoa Hodi, Udahu Apusedoa. That is, we can simply say, Batawidadu, Pusedoa, Cesadadu, Nam, Batata Hodi. Okay, like that we have to make a complete sentence. Batawid Udahu, Batawidadu, Cesadadu, Na. Apu Sedoa Padeta Hoti. Like that we have to make. So that is maybe emphasis is giving on the Patavida to other element. Whether other element having touched the other element and then serve as a base for other element. So in that case, Patavida, as we know that Patavida is one of the Potava. So it is surely touch. It is surely touch to the other Dejo and Wayo. So that's why commentator make another question in another way, because it make with another question it become more meaningful. So that is abhidhamma. Emphasis is given on the abhidhamma. Abhidhamma. So abandadi. Okay, abhidhamma abandadi. Abhidhamma what is that? Water element. Abandadi ties or bind. The sesa. So other or remaining elements. So in that case, the question is whether abhidhamma, because it is not potable, whether if we say it having touched the other element, they buy other element, or without having touched other element, so abhidhamma bind or combine other element. So that question, maybe that second question and that question they are more or less the same, but the emphasis is given on different element. Okay. Then Patavi Dhatu Dawa firstly, Patavi Dhatu Abhidhamma Ya Apusedowa Wa Padeta Hodi. So we can simplify that. Patavi Dhatu Padeta Hodi. Patavi Dhatu is a basis for what? For basis of the Abhidhamma. But even though it serves as the basis for the abhidhamma, we are apusedowa without having or without being touched, without being touched, without being touched is the best, without being cont'ed with the abhidhamma, but it serves as the base for the abhidhamma. So Tejo Dhatu Ya Ja, Vayo Dhatu Ya Ja, Fusedowa. So then subject is the same. Where then Patavi Dhatu Padeta Hoti. Okay, like that we have to say. But Patavi Dhatu serve or is a basis for the Tejo Dhatu and Vayo Dhatu. But in that context, Fusedowa, having touched or being touched with the Tejo and Vayo element. because they belong to Potava, Patavi, Tejo, Vaya, they belong to Potava. That's why they had to attach one another. But the Abodhatu, with the Abodhatu, in that case, without being touched. But this, it stays up as the basis for the Abo. Then that is better we do put in the main place, and then giving answer is giving Abodhatu Bana, but Abodhatu. Patawin Dadu be Deyo Wayo Dadu Yo be Abu say the Wawa Abandadi. So nature of Abodhatu is what? Abandadi, to tie, to combine other elements together. But when, even though it ties other things together, Abu say the Wawa without touching or without being touched. Either Batawi, Deyo, or Wayo element. So Yeti Pusedoa Abandia, if Abodhatu ties having touched, then Potavayadana Nama Bhaveya, it will be Potavayadana. It will be called as a Potavayadana. So Abo should be called as a Potavayadana because it ties other element together and also it being touched.
It's not being touched, right, Sayadaw?
Huh?
It's not being touched, right?
Mm-hmm.
It ties all the other elements together, but it doesn't touch them.
Yeah. It does.
Yes. So, but it's really difficult to understand, right? Because they are part of the eight Amvinipoga. How can we say that they don't touch each other? Because there is no Pariccheda Rupa.
Yeah. They are, yeah, you are correct, because they are inseparable matters. That's why one way, in an normal way of thinking, so we may say what they touch, they surely touch. Then that's why here in the commentary, sub-commentary, if you see sub-commentary, paragraph number 651, Mulatika, and then second paragraph there. Apu Sayadaw Padeta Hoditi Abodhatuya Apodhava Bhavado Odam. So Abu Sayadaw Padeta Hodi, then this what? It means Abodhatu, Abhidhamma Dawa Abodhatuya Abu Sayadaw Padeta Hodi. Like that commentator mentioned. So that word is with this word, commentator want to commentator is said this word. This word is said by the commentator because Abodhatu has no nature of a potava. Okay, Abodhatu does not have a potava nature. So that's why. So the very, very easy point is Abodhatu does not have a potava nature. That point.
So what it means is here the Fusito and Apusito, it doesn't mean to touch the other elements, but it doesn't have the nature of Potapa, right? So
yeah.
Okay.
That point.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
because the commentator Muladiga, actually Muladiga don't like this way of explanation. Muladiga don't agree with the Athagata. That's why he simplified. So because of the way Athagata, Athasalini explain it, make it more difficult. So he very simply say, Abodhava Bhavado. Because it is said, because Abhidhamma does not have the nature of Potapa. Very clear. Tatha opposite to our abundati. Here I'll continue to say, Nahi yatha Potapa daduna, Potapa bhavena anyamanya, nisayada. Okay. So, among the Potapa dadu, so it means the Batawi Dejo Waya. They support one another. They have a mutual support. So by means of the, as a Potapa, they have a mutual support one another. But we support Dejo and Wayo. Dejo support Patawi and Wayo like that. A1 Potapa, Apotapa Daduna, Hodi. Okay, A1 Potapa, Apotapa Daduna, Hodi di Devayo, Wedi Dabo. So in this way, Potapa and Apotapa element. Okay, Mandapogri element, 3 are Potapa element. Other Abo is the Apotapa element. So it happens, okay, they happen like that. That meaning. Awine Boga Hodi Suhi, Buddhesu, Anyamanya Nisayada, Anyamanya Bajaya Buddhesu, Nasaga, Niwarido. Okay. So because they are Awini Boga Rupa. Okay. So great great elements are Awini Boga Rupa. So they mutually depend on one another. They will be a condition for the others, one another. That's why the state of being mutual dependency, it is impossible to prevent. Nabi Sahaja Desu Awine Boga Daya Egi Buddhesu Pusanani Vijaredo Yodani. So it is a na Yodani. Now it is also not proper to investigate Vijara means what? To contemplate or to analyze, okay, to analyze whether it touch or not touch, because they are together. Okay, they have been together, they are Aviniboga Rupa. So in that case, it is not proper to analyze whether they touch or not. So in this way, it means Muladiga don't like this way of Athagata's explanation.
He addressed exactly my question. So,
you are very close to be Muladiga.
Yes.
Because you are working on the Muladiga, right? Huh?
No, I didn't read Mulatika, so so that's why I had that question.
Yeah. Banjabagarana Athagata. You are.
Oh yeah. But it's not the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, so it's Panchapakarana.
Yeah. So that's a good idea. So very good to think. So because they are Aviniboga is a very So let's go do another one. So that is a Muladika. Okay, Muladika. Because why? If they are in a different Kalaba, okay, Badadika Sayadaw here explained that. So when these great elements, so they are in a different Kalaba, different class of the Rupa, then whether they with one class of a Rupa, maybe Chagudasaka Kalaba attached with the Swadadasaka Kalaba, or Chagudas like that, we can analyze, okay, whether they touch or not, because they are in the same class, same class. We have nothing to do what, to venture to venture analyzing whether they touch or not. Then next one, next paragraph. Tejo dhatu vayo dhatu nambi sesa dhatu su sakasaka keja karani esewa nayo. So Tejo dhatu vayo dhatu nam. Okay, all the fire and wind element. Also, sesa dhatu su means among the three among the remaining elements. It means remaining element Rivadu Batavi Dhatu and Abo Dhatu. In the Batavi Dhatu and Abo Dhatu. Sakasaka Geja Karani Isiwanayo. When they are undertaking their own functions, their respective functions, Isiwanayo, the same method should be understood. To elaborate here, P. Dejo Dhatu Patavi Dhatu Pusadowa Jabedi. So Dejo Dhatu characteristic nature of Dejo Dhatu is a Duban. Duban. And then Patavi Dhatu Pusadowa, having touch. Okay, having connected to the Patavi Dhatu, it burns. Sabana. Sa here means Batavi Dhatu. But even though it burns, so Tejo Dhatu burns Batavi Dhatu. Okay, even though it burns, or Batavi Dhatu is burned. Sa Batavi Dhatu na ona hodowa jayadi. It may be burned, but it does not become hot. Na ona hodowa. Ona hodowa na jayadi. Maybe Batavi, if we say that Batavi Dhatu and Tejo Dhatu are there, then Tejo Dhatu is exceeding in power or stronger in power. Then Batavi Dhatu may be banned. So, but what we cannot say is that Batavi Dhatu become hot. It is impossible because Batavi Dhatu has no characteristic, no nature of being hot or cool. Yadi Ona Hodowa Jayaya, if Batavi Dhatu having banned is banned or will be banned by having being hot. Then Onada Lakana Nama Bhaviya, then the characteristic of the Batavi Dhatu will be state of being hot. Then that is Batavi in Tejo. Then Abo Dhatu Bana Abu Sedoa wa Dabedi. So Tejo Dhatu Dabedi. Okay, Tejo Dhatu make Abo Dhatu hot. Okay, Dabedi, Dabedi, Dabedi. Make the Abo Dhatu hot. For example, water is there, then we make a fire, and then because of the heat, because of Tejo Dhatu, Abo Dhatu, the water became boiling or whatever. At that time, Abu Sedoa water without being touched. Sabi Tapamana, Sabi here Ripadu Abo Dhatu. Tapamana, so even though it is being banned or being hidden, na ona hodoa tapati. It became a hot. It became a banned, or it is a banned, but not being hot. Yadi ona hodoa tapiya, onada lakana nama bhuya. If Abo Dhatu have banned being hot, then Abo Dhatu will be the nature of onada lakana, being hot. So Then yedi on the next one, Vayoda dum bana, Fusedowa watabedi. So it means Dejodadu makes Vayodadu hot, having dust. Having dust, it Dejodadu makes Vayodadu hot. Sabi Dabamana, even though that Vayodadu there is what the band, na ona hodwa the body, it burns or it is hot, not being with the nature of heat. Yedi ona hodwa the beya, ona da lekana nama bawiya. Then if if a Vayodadu became or is a band by being hot, then what we can say is that Vayodadu has a characteristic of being hot, a state of being hot. That is about the Vayodadu in Dejodadu. Then regarding the Vayodadu Waitambedi support. Waitambedi support. Support what? Better we do earth element. Vayodadu support earth element, having dust. Because they belong to Potaba. So they have a Potaba nature. That's why Vayo and Batawi, they touch. And also they support. Vayodadu support Batawi Dadu. Tatha Dejodadu, similarly, Vayodadu support Dejodadu, having dust. Abodadu Bana, Apusidwawa, Waitambedi. But Vayodadu support or do the Abodadu without being touched, without having the nature of a Potaba, without having nature of a Potaba. So that is the relationship between Abodadu and the other three elements, because they are the same in terms of the great element, Mahabuddha, but they have a different nature in terms of whether they have a Potaba nature or not. So Batawi, Dejo, Vayo, these three, they have a Potaba nature. Abodadu, they don't have it. It does not have a Potaba nature.
Hi, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
So the last sentence, Sayadaw, Tatha Tejo Datung. Is there a comma there, Sayadaw?
Yeah.
But then that means we have to take it the Tejo Datung Fuksito Withambeti, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah. Dejo Vayo Dadu, Dejo Dadu, Futsitoa, Withambeti.
Right. Yes. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Just because okay, so, but it doesn't touch the Abodadu.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
So then with the simile, here following paragraph is played with the simile. Uchu rasam bajedowa. Panida bindi kariya mani. Abodadu tada hodi. Na hodi. Na hodi. The question mark. Na hodi. There's a question mark. Whether Abodadu became a heart or not. When the Oju means a sugar cane, rasa means a liquid, okay, sugar cane liquid. When it is cooked, when the sugar cane liquid is cooked, panida beindi giriya mani, then when it is making panida beinda means a lamb or ball, or the panida, molasses. Okay, molasses in Myanmar, Jandaga, or something like that, the 20th, or so we make a ball or we make something we try to change from liquid to become a solid. Okay, in that case, whether previously it is a water or liquid is there, but later it became a ball or lamp. So in that case, the question is whether in that case Abhidhamma become a hard or not. Abhidhamma has a no nature of what? Cohesion and also flowing, fluidity. So, but here, the question is whether Abhidhamma become a heart or not. Then here, answer is no, nahodi, it does not become a heart. Sahi, Bagarana Lakana, Saripadu the Abhidhamma. This Abhidhamma has a Bagarana Lakana. Bagarana means flowing, okay, flowing. Characteristic of the flowing. Patavi Dadu Kakala Lakana. So earth element has a characteristic of a hardness. So Omadam Bana Abo Adimada Patavi Gadiga Jadam. Okay, but Bana here means a but. So here you can take note the two Pali word, or mada and dimada. So mada is a measurement, or mada it means a one mada, less measure. So in terms of measurement, it is a less or lower. This is called all mada. Adimada is higher, adika, so exceeding. So yeah, it exceeds in terms of the measurement. So all mada and dimada like that, maybe low, strong, weak and strong. We can simply say all madan abo. Okay, abo dadu is all mada. So maybe weak abo dadu happen to follow jadan, gadigan jadan, gadiga means to follow. Happen to follow what? Strong earth element, strong earth element. So it is a nature, it is a law or survival of the fittest, they say, right? So only those who are the fittest, they survive. So that is a sort of law. So also here, when the Batawi in the Batawi in what? Batawi in Abo. So when they are measured. So here abo element, water element is weak in the measurement. So it has to be followed what? The strong one. That is adimada batawi. So sahi arivadu abodadu rasagarina tidabhavan vijahadi. So this abodadu vijahadi abandon or forsake the state of remaining in the manner of a liquid. So maybe abodadu before it is a liquid rasa. So but when it encounter with the stronger earth element, it abandon its shape, it for previous shape or form. Tidabhava, rasa karina tidabhava. So that is the previous condition is a liquid. So it would be abandoned, that liquid. That state of being liquid. Then lekhana na vijahati. But it does not abandon its characteristic. So abodadu still has a characteristic of a flowing. But it may abandon its former or previous shape or form or appearance, akara, or bhava here. So we can take a bhava and lekhana. Bhava is the state or the condition. The condition may be changed. but characteristics remain the same. Okay, characteristics remain the same. So bhava and lakkhana. So and then phanita bindi next one. Phanita bindi viliya manepi. So viliya mana means in. So suppose on our forehead when we are getting older, many wrinklings are there. So also it became what William means in Myanmar is called ton chi moi. So come to be pounders. Okay. Suppose before the molasses, the lamp of the molasses or the ball or the sugar ball, maybe when it fall down, it may become or it may tend to be pounders. William Manebi. But we do na William. So the great element and the other element does not come to be pounder. Okay. Kekala lakana hi batawidadu. So batawidadu, other element has a characteristic of what? Hardness. Pagarana lakana abodadu. Abodadu has a characteristic of a flowing, of fluidity. Omadabana batawi, adimada abagadika, hodi in the opposite manner with the previous example. So aboda batawidadu became a weaker, then weaker batawidadu has to follow the stronger abodadu, adimada abo. So sa binda garina tita bawan vijahadi sahiya vipadu batawidadu. Binda garina tita bawan, it abandoned its state of a remaining in the manner of a ball or lamp. Okay, but it does not, that Bhatavithadu does not abandon its a characteristic of a hardness, even though it may turn to be pieces, turn to be powders.
Hi, Sayadaw.
Yes.
It's in the Pali, Sayati. Omatta pana patawi adimatta apagatika hoti sera.
Yeah.
Apagatika. What is apagatika?
Abagadika. Abogadika.
Apa is apo.
Yeah. Gadika follow. Gadika is a follow. Right?
Oh. Why is it apa? It's not o.
Abba. Like a Batawi Gadika in the previous one. So it remain Batawi Gadika and what is it? So let me see.
This is a samasa, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah. To the pitchin shidi. Gadika is a sort of what? Pitchin shidi. She, if you say something has a nature, has a similar nature.
Yeah, but Sayadaw, the word adimatta apa gatika, that is a samasa, right, Sayadaw? Yeah.
So let us divide. Adimada is a one word, Batawi. Adimada Batawi. So in that case, we have to say what? Adimada means a strong, Batawi great earth element. Okay. Adimada and Batawi refer to the same name. That is one samasa. And also, Batawi da I pitchin to the Kada. But Adimada Batawi Kada. And then Ika. So Ika is a sort of what?
Tadita.
The Dadida Sapi, right?
Yeah.
Like Asatika. Asati Dadida.
Yes.
Atiti.
Yeah. But so the word is not Adimatta Patavi Gatika, but the word is Adimatta Apa Gatika.
Yeah, the same nature.
Yeah, but what I mean is that the word apa is a special, right? It belongs to the mano group, right?
Yeah.
So when the word is the mano group, then when we make a samasa, then it has it resume the form. It should be apo gatika, not apa. So why is it apa here? So, you know.
Abba Gadiga, Abo. So this is mostly what the how do you say? So for example, mana, in that case, mana. Suppose if we put a mana here, Abba is like a mana, right?
Yes.
Mana. So mana Gadiga. So
yeah, mano, bupangama, gamma. So mano is mano. He is not manas.
yeah. So in the boy we gain, we okay, because it combined with the kada. For example, with the in the other when we combine with the another component part, it may resume the original form like a mano or something like that. But here, in the case of the that is what I assume, maybe to think. So here, and if we combine the special component part, that is kada or kadiga, then it does not resume the original form. So like that, maybe there may be such a rule, but that is what I think. But we have to check it. Okay, check. Mostly monogonady group, so they resume original form like the manobobangama. But here this is significant one.
Yes, you know, so I remember. So this the apo, it belongs to the mano gana digana, right? And that nouns in that group, it has two characteristics. The first one is that the first one is not important. The first one is that the na vibhatti becomes sa and so on. That is the first characteristic.
Yeah.
But for the second one, then in the compound, it has to end with o. It's apo dhatu. It's not apa dhatu.
Yes. Mostly we have a batawi dhatu, abo dhatu, like that.
Yeah.
No apa dhatu. But
yes.
Here we have a aba gadiga. It should be abo gadiga, right?
That's what I think that it should be, but it is very strange. Yeah.
So yeah, that point maybe exception, or it follows. It follow what? It follow maybe exception. Some of the exception case.
Yeah, it has to be, yes.
Yeah. Aba, abo. Apana. Let me see. Aba karaniya. Aba ka. Aba zigosaka. Abaga. Aba garhaka. Like that. They have it. Aba garaniya also we have. So this is also one of the compound. Aba garaniya means the function that should be done with the water. Abina karaniya, abina karaniya, abba karaniya. In that case, so it does not use current does not use the word abo original form. So also another one is abhagadi abhaga. That is another one. Next one is abhagarahaka. Abhagarahaka means the one who criticizes water. Okay, ye bhikkhu teya pove samana vyamana loga samay patavi garahaka patavi jigochaka abhagarahaka. So patavi garahaka patavi jigochaka. So if he discussed that in the earth or in the water. In that case, here in the Majjhima Nikaya, it is mentioned that not abo, but abba heka. So that is a compound. Okay, so we can note as a what in the abba there are in making compound we have a two alternative forms. The abba and abo, like the abo that.
In that case,
Well, there
it's
is
not only Abba, which is Teja or Teja Garahaka, and the Vaya Garahaka.
Yeah, Tejo.
Yeah, this not become Tejo Garahaka or Vayo Garahaka.
Like it. So abba jigo chaka like that. So do just an option. Yeah, we better they note. Yeah, this is a very good question. You make so you are aware of the point. But yeah, mostly we have. So here also vayo dadu, abo dadu, we have it. So the point here is, so even though power may change, but lakkhana may not change. Lakkhana does not change. Okay, even though, so when one element encounter with the other element, so it will be assimilated. Okay, assimilated in terms of form or shape, but its characteristic remain the same. So that one, and then Jadonahi Mahabuddhana Bhavanya Tadya Bhavanya Tadda Miwa Hodi Lekhani Nyatadda Nama Nati. So this is the point. So here Inyata Sabhavo Inyatadda. Okay, Inyatadda. Inyata, data, inyata. Okay, data is the same in the similar manner. Inyata means other manner. Okay, so inyata bhava is called inyatada. Okay, state of being in other way. So state of being in other way, that means inyatada has a two types. One is a bhavanyata, bhavanyatada. Another is lekhaninyata, lekhaninyata. Okay, but so for the Mahabuddha, for the great elements, there have been only bhavanyatada. So shape and form or condition may change in other way, but lekhaninyata nama nati, there is no alteration or the what lekhana characteristics. So characteristics may remain the same, but the shape or form or appearance or state may change. Bhavanyata and lekhaninyata. This is a good point to denote. Tassa abhavo. Tassa here means tassa or the lekhaninyata abhavo, state of being or state of having no alteration or the characteristics. Divido has been shown by what? By the Abhidhamma Piṭaka Sutta. So with the discourse on the thought or improper thought. Abhidhamma Piṭaka. Piṭaka is a thought. Abhidhamma means improper. So by this Sutta, when we look at the where Anguttara Nikaya, volume 1, page number 223, so that is what? Nivesaka Sutta. So now in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī edition, we have the Sutta name is Nivesaka. Anguttara Nikaya, Tika Nipada, Ananda Vaga, Nivesaka Sutta. So that's Sutta, where is it? So in that Sutta, the Buddha here mentioned, Siya Ananda, Jadona Mahabudana, Inyatadam, Batawi Dhaduya, Vayo Dhaduya. So the Ananda there can be the orderation of the four elements. So that is Batawi Abodiyo Vayo. So, but Nadriwa, Buddhi, Awaja Basadina, Samana Gadasariya Savakasa, Siya, Anyatadam. So for the noble disciple who endowed with the unshakable faith in the Buddha, so there is no alteration for him, no change. But for example, before he believed in the Buddha, then or later he don't believe in the Buddha. So there will be no such a change, no such alteration. Even there may be the change, or there are the change from the Patawi element to be Abo or Abo Duwayo and so on. So in that discourse, the Buddha explained. That's why in that discourse, the Buddha encouraged. So if you really love your parents or your friends, your family members, then what you have to do is you have to make them establish in the establish a faith, or make them believe in the Buddha, in the Dhamma, in the Sangha. So that's what I explained. Nivesaka Sutta. So in that in the commentary of that discourse also interesting. If you read, I have read the Sutta. So over there, Inyatadam, the Buddha just said Inyatadam or duration. Then commentator or the Anguttara Nikaya explained that Anyatadam has a two guy, and that is what? Basada Anyatadam, and then what a Gadi Anyatadam. So for one who believe in the Buddha. So and then you may can do that. Atthakatha, Anguttara Nikaya, Tika Nipada, volume 1, Anguttara Nikaya, volume 1, page number 223. It's better. Nivesaka Sutta. I will find it out here. Where is it? Okay. Here, Anyatadandi. So that is for the Anyatadandi. The word Anyatadandi is explained two times. First time is for the great element. Anyatadandi Bhavinyatadam. Bhavinyatadam. So it great element, they may change in terms of shape or form or condition. So then in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraph, 6 line, they are Itaja Anyatadandi, Pasadanyatadam, and then Gadi Anyatadam. Pasada Anyatadam, Gadi Anyatadam. Dandasa Nahodi, So pasada means belief. Okay, believe in the Buddha, believe in the Dhamma, believe in the Sangha may not change. So, but it may change what? The Kati destination. So destination here means having become a noble disciple, maybe as a human being. After that, he may be born in the Deva world, Brahma world, like that. Okay, but so even though may after becoming Sotapanna, suppose in this very life as a human being, then even though you are born as a Deva or Brahma, then the belief in the Buddha Dhammasaṅgaṇī still remain the same. So that's why Pasado Panasa Bhavandare Bina Vikachati. Okay, even though life change, existence changes, but the you are believe in the Buddha Dhammasaṅgaṇī will not change. That's why when a commentator explain about the Saranakamana, taking refuge. So taking refuge of the noble disciple Ariya Savaka, even though they die in this very life, from their very life, and then go to another existence, then their Saranakamana remain the same, unbroken Saranakamana. For us, Puthujjana beings, worldly beings, maybe after death, at the time of death, after death, maybe Saranakamana become a broken. So we have to take a Saranakamana again in the next life, because we are Puthujjana, fragile. Our Saranakamana, Puthujjana Saranakamana is fragile, easy to be broken. So that's so that Nivesaka Sutta is interesting here. So they are in the case of a belief or the noble disciple, that is Pasada Anyatata, and then Gati Anyatata. Pasada, the Pasada means belief in the Buddha Dhammasaṅgaṇī will not change, but the Gati, the existence will change. But here, in the case of the great element, Anyatata here is of two guys, Bhavanyatata and then Lekkaninyatata. So Bhava may change, or Bhava means state or condition or shape or form, and so on. But the Lekkana characteristics of the element will remain the same. Here, Ayani at Ita Ato Ananda. Kakalada Lekkana, Bhatavīdhātu Parivattaitawa, Pagarana Lekkana, Abodhātu Nama, Paviya. So then Ananda, the Buddha said here, Ananda, the great earth element, which is the characteristic of a hardness, having changed, having transformed. So maybe abodhātu, which is a characteristic of a flowing or fluidity. Ariya Savaka Sabana, but for the noble disciple, Anyatata Nama Nati, there is no such alteration. Ewa Metta. Ewan ita atana parikapo agado. So in this way, here in this context, atana parikapo agado. So it appears what is the thought of what improper thought. So in that discourse, the Buddha said atana meta, like that. It is not proper. So that is about the alteration, whether when they combine, when the great elements combine one another or mix one another, whether they change or not, or whether they were assimilated or not. Shape or form may be assimilated, but characteristics remain the same. Lekkana, there is a no lakaninyatata. So that is about the Abhidhamma. Then next week we will go to paragraph number 652. Thank you so much for listening. So Buddha Sasanam Jiran Datadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Datadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Datadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
Take care, Sayadaw.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night, Sayadaw.
Good night. Bye bye.